This is a sight you don't see too often these days in rural Ireland. We are on a thrashing machine. Now, there was a time when these machines would have been a common feature at harvest time on farms up and down the country. Nowadays, it's all high-tech machinery and combine harvesters. Tonight, on our programme, we are going to be looking at the changing farming practices, but also celebrating the harvest with the people of Duncomick in County Wexford. So now, we're going to declare our programme and the Duncomick Harvest Festival officially open! Woo! Willie Considine, as a local man who has a great interest in history, you must be really pleased to see these traditional processes being celebrated in the village.
I surely am, Mary, because, you know, when I was a child, this was going on. I wasn't old enough really to be an active partisan. I'd be in under the chaff. That was the job that was given to the child. And if you got a little bit stronger, you were on the bags or something like that. But there were great memories because in your farm place, which was normally a fairly isolated place, there was 14 or 15 people came in, neighbours came in that day, and it was special. People were looking forward to it for weeks, and it was a special day, you know, special day. Yeah.
And there were different elements, weren't there? There's the stocking, stacking.
Yeah, what you're seeing here today is the end of a process that started with sowing the seed, obviously, but then sometime in August, this particular crop was cut towards the end of August with a reaper and binder, which cut the plant and wrapped it into these bundles, these sheaves that you see here. And then they had to be left for a number of weeks in the field in stooks, which is piled against each other. And then in the old days, they would have been made into field stacks, which was the next step up, about 45 to 50 sheaves. And then they were put into a rick, which was in the haggard. We don't have a rick here today. We brought them in trailers. And then sometimes during the winter, it could be anytime from October until March, the thrashing set would come in and that would be thrashed and you would have the grain.
What is it, do you think, about all of this that people get so nostalgic about?
It's about the memory that I just quoted, where in your place, isolated families often, and then suddenly the whole yard is full of 15, 20 people and all these magnificent machines come in, and that sets up the imagination in every child that experiences it.
Willie Rochford, this thrashing machine was actually the working machine on your family farm way back when?
Yeah, back in the turn of the century, there was thrashing sets working on the family farm, and then back in the early 40s, my father got involved in thrashing as a thrashing contractor. And the thrashing machine and picture that you see is a part of his original set. The steam engine isn't. The steam engine he purchased in 1967 in derelict condition, and we've had it in the family ever since.
Oh wow, beautiful job of restoration.
Yes, the machine was built in 1889.
So what does it actually do? Talk us through the process.
So the process is simple. Before there was any mechanisation around the Industrial Revolution, brought in a lot of mechanical machines. A big challenge for farmers was the simple task, just to separate corn from straw. And that's the whole purpose of the thrashing machine, and the engine, its whole purpose is to power it.
Yeah.
And it drives a drum inside of the elevator, which you saw earlier on when you fed corn in. And it thrashes it impacts the straw and oats so fast that the corn separates, and then the corn comes down to the bottom of the thrashing machine. All of the chaff, which the little boy there, my son is
to be your son.
Yes, who's scraping away the chaff, that gets blown away as waste, and then the good corn goes up and gets screened and filtered and comes down into the bag. So you end up with two finished products, straw and bags of corn. People would have driven thrashing sets from farm place to farm place, and typically all of the farmers' labourers would join one another, because as you can see today, you need quite a crew of people to do a full-time thrashing, and most people didn't have money, disposable income, so it was a barter system. I came to your farm, you came to mine, and in exchange I may have given you some corn to make bread, you may have given me some vegetables, and it would have travelled from farm to farm and village to village.
Welcome back to Nationwide and to the picturesque village of Duncomick in County Wexford, and the sun is shining. It's like a summer's day, but we're talking Harvest Festival. And Clara Murphy, you're the organiser of this Harvest Festival. Brave woman!
I know, for my sins I am.
The very first time.
Yes, it started off as a very simple concert idea, and just the idea just grew and grew. More people were interested, more people got on board. And then we just realised the wealth of knowledge that there is in the area, of history and folklore, and then that grew legs. And as well, we have local musicians, we have local tradespeople, craftspeople that were just only too happy to show their wares and share everything with the community.
You've got great support. Are you delighted with that?
Absolutely, we're
Everyone's
thrilled. And you know, you never know when you do something for the first time, so it's just heartening to see everybody around smiling, families here. This is what we wanted, a family day on the street, and breathe a bit of life back into Duncomick.
This is St. Peter's Church in Duncomick, and this is where all of the artists and craftspeople from the village are displaying their wares here for the festival. Terry Dunn, you're a weaver, not from these parts, but you've been here a while.
I've been here for about 13 years, but I've been weaving for probably 40 years at this stage.
And what's it mean to you to be part of this inaugural festival and to be able to demonstrate your skills?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, I exhibit quite widely, both at home and abroad. But to show my work locally like this is a real boost to show it to the local people and get that sort of local accreditation as well.
And do you get inspiration from the countryside and the
Absolutely.
environment?
Most of my work is inspired by the countryside.
Mairead Carbra, your work, I've been admiring it, is so delicate and so fine. First of all, the fabrics, that's linen, is it?
Yes, linen woven in Wexford.
Is it?
Yes.
And what about
Emblem
this?
Weavers. This is piece silk. It's silk where the little silkworm isn't damaged in the process of producing the silk.
And you've done some lovely Celtic designs on them as well.
This one is based on the New Grange symbols, but it's used on the gown as a protection for the wearer. So they're used either as for a naming ceremony, just basically I call them ceremonial robes.
Irene Kelly, I love your baskets. You have to be careful coming
Yes,
in here.
you want to
get
mind your eyes.
a Sally in the
Yes,
eye. Is that what they are? Are they Sally rods?
Sallies would be the Irish word, yeah, or willow. Willow.
And where do you get them?
I grow a lot of my own.
Oh, good
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
And you make these amazing baskets, which are
Thank
great reminders of times past.
Absolutely. I mean, there would have been a basket maker in every small townsland, and baskets were practically a throwaway item.
You teach this.
I do. I teach, I give classes down near Featherton-Sea in the Hook Peninsula.
It would be a shame if these traditional baskets were no more.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's absolutely. And that's why something like this festival is very important in that it, you know, it keeps the traditional crafts alive.
Patricia Howard, as a potter who works alone, it must be lovely to then come to a festival like this, to have people to talk to,
yeah, very
to
much
network
so.
with.
Yeah, well, we have a very good Wexford Craft Trail and network, and that has been a huge help to, I think anyway, to all of us. Since 2009, we started in South Wexford here, and then we've expanded to Wexford County. And there's 19 of us now on the trail, and it really, really helps. I mean, doing exhibitions, producing leaflets, it cuts cost, we network with each other, we help each other, and it's more cooperation than competition, if you know what I mean. So that's really positive, yeah, it's really good.
Music has been an important part of this very first Harvest Festival, and we're going to leave you now with a local group. They formed themselves in response to the festival. They're a cappella, they call themselves Corn Dollies, and they've actually given me a corn dolly as a gift. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now what they're going to perform is To the Air of Anna Coon But the words have been written by Willie Considine. We met him earlier. He's a local man, and it's all about the people of Duncomick when he was growing up as a boy. So I hope you've enjoyed our visit to this very first, I hope it's not the last, Duncomick Harvest Festival on Nahinne River in Ihuagwith, agus Gadeish of Slán.
Old ways are changing and rearranging the things we knew ere I reached my prime, and lost forever beyond recover are remnant places in the midst of time.